what up? It's your boy Wiz Khalifa, man.
This is Misha the George.
Your boy Christo.
Trap Lake.
Man, it's your boy Tay Cummins.
Yeah, send him 2 Flack.
It's your boy Chevy Woods from the Taylor Gang.
It's Chew Jackson.
That's your boy Ludi Boy.
Girl, Renee on the way.
It's your boy DJ Grow Quit Playing With.
And now you can get it with the Burgh Boys.
We are back live.
We're
it's
live.
Your man DJ Motormane.
DJ Spillz.
DJ Spillz on the wheels. We got my man DSKinsel here.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, my brother.
How you doing, buddy?
I know you is, but I ain't gonna call you your street name. But no, that's my brother, DSKinsel. Can you please tell everybody what it is you do?
Hey, I am, as Motor said, don't forget the S, DSKinsel.
Yeah, DSKinsel. I
You
appreciate
dig?
Yeah,
You dig?
DSKinsel.
And
Correct
I
him.
am a visual artist and creative entrepreneur.
Visual artist, creative entrepreneur. So,
And an agitator.
Agitator. Okay. So you like to paint, right? And stir the pot.
And stir the pot. He likes to paint.
And
stir
the pot.
Paint and stir the pot. That is correct, sir.
Okay.
Bing, 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 bing.
Okay. All right, cool. So can you tell us some of the things that you've done with your artistry that you're proud about?
Man, some of the things I've done with my artistry I'm proud about. You know, a lot of the residencies I've had to explore my practice and discipline. I've been to, Sedona, Arizona. I've been to Providence, Miami, Houston, Los Angeles, San Francisco, all on the basis of art and me being like a visual artist and a really dedicated cultural practitioner. I've had shows downtown Pittsburgh. I've had shows across the country. I'm just like excited to be, who I am and proud to be who I am. One of the things that I'm most proud of from my artistry is I started a gallery and, space that has just grown over the past few years called Boom Concepts.
Boom Concepts.
Co-founded that with my good business partner, Thomas Agnew.
Okay.
Shout out to Thomas.
Shout out to Thomas. Now, when did you decide that this was going to be your thing? Like this, because you're doing more than one thing. But when was it for you?
I wrote a play, man.
He wrote a play?
Yeah. For everybody that doesn't know the backstory, I know that I went to high school with this man.
Damn.
And
Wow.
before high school, I wouldn't have told you, this guy is who he is today. But that's not a knock on who his character. He's always been the same guy, really.
Right.
But just, I didn't know. When did you feel like you were able to unlock this talent, though?
When I was 25, I just made a conscious decision that, I'm part of hip hop. What is my role in hip hop? The visual artist in hip hop is graffiti and tagging. I was already doing a lot of kind of street art, tagging all types of shit around the city. And I just wanted to really take that role in hip hop and put it in a contemporary practice. So I, decided to start really trying my hand at a fine art practice and a contemporary art practice and an experimental art practice, but also always staying true to hip hop, always being in line in hip hop culture, and always just like presenting hip hop culture through this unique lens. So 25, I made it a job, man.
25.
Wow.
Now, did you get it from like reading, or was this all like just experience? Like, how did you, gain the knowledge?
Yeah, this is definitely like straight from the soil, man. Like this is a self-taught thing. One of the great things about this city is it has so many great resources available, for you if you're classically trained, if you're self-trained. So places like Artist Image Resource, where I learned how to screen print. Places like Pittsburgh Center for Creative Reuse, where I got an opportunity to really just like get materials and supplies for cheap and super below market rate. So I wasn't paying $40 for a tube of paint this big.
That's crazy.
Y'all don't know about the cost of this game, man. Y'all think studio time is expensive, man.
Yeah.
I'm taking you to the paint store.
I swear. I can only imagine, because, and it's not just paint you have to get too, you guys are buying multiple things for your craft. So kudos to you for for sticking it out and really like doing what you do, because doing what you do also comes with a lot of backlash and a lot of, just people that don't want to support. Do you get what I mean? Like it's like people, you have the support, but it's like then you have the people that try to push you down. And through everything I know that you do, you're always super humble, and you may be opinionated on your things, but
Oh, definitely.
but like you are very you believe in what you believe, and you stand up for what you believe for. So kudos to you for doing that, man. Real shit. Because in your quality of work, yeah, absolutely, it's fantastic. Those paintings, where can people buy the paintings you do?
So you can always check out my hashtag, the Kinsel Collection, KINSELCOLLECTION, Kinsel Collection. I also have a Redbubble page which sells different reproductions of my work, so you can get something that's already framed and printed.
That's awesome.
You can get a dress, you can get leggings.
Look at that.
You get a T-shirt with my art printed on it. So, trying to really provide people different ways that they can enter into my practice, enter into my art, and just really be patrons and consumers. Because we don't know how to buy a painting, man. That's like
Yeah, you're right.
the acquisition of that, man. You don't understand that everything in the museum they bought or stole.
You're
I've
right.
heard that.
Like,
I've heard that.
but everything in the museum is bought or purchased or acquired, or somebody bought it first and then donated it. So, that's like the ultimate level, or one of the ultimate levels for an artist, like for a museum to be acquiring your work, or your work be presented on a large stage. And, that's just like always the end goal for us. That's just always what I'm trying to do and like push my contemporaries to do.
What's been some of the things that you've had to do in preparation for all of this?
Man, you just got to stay working. You got to stay dedicated to the craft. You got to be experimental and try different things, So I never saw myself as a playwright, but, me and my fiance, we wrote a play together. It featured a bunch of different artists that are on the roster at Boom Concepts, because we also provide studio space. And,
Are you actually acting in a play as well?
Yeah, I'm acting in a play as
Oh,
well,
word.
So, and we,
Is it so you have to sing, or is it just act?
it's singing, dancing.
Oh,
it's,
word,
It's
word,
like
word.
a roller coaster. You kind of walk through it and encounter different characters. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's like kind of like a scary house, but with a real story. You feel me? But we wrote the play. We won a festival here
That's
in
crazy.
Pittsburgh.
Congrats.
Called the Fringe Festival. We won the 2016 Fringe Festival.
There you go.
And then, we like did some more development of the piece. We toured it. We did it in Providence. And then we wrote a grant, and we got like what we get? I think we got like 15 G's for it, because we get into those grants.
Good for you, man.
That's what's up,
That's
man.
awesome. You guys are really really knowledgeable as far as the grants are concerned, and I always see you guys try and help other people out. So make sure you stay tuned to what DS is doing, what Kinsel's doing, and what Boom Concepts is up to, because big
things coming.
Yeah, big things.
How did Boom Concepts come about?
Man, just really needing a space to work, and this is like the second time we told this story today. I told this story, it's like crazy, thinking about our history. We're like 4 years old, we really planning hard for the next few years, making sure we exist, but really needing a workspace. I almost burnt my crib down painting, because I also like paint with wax and a hot plate and all this other shit. And fire started, and it was next to the furnace, and I was just like, man, I gotta get the fuck out of here. This is not gonna work. So,
Swear.
Just like having a lot of different conversations. At the same time, Thomas was having some, similar strategies, looking for a headquarters, for all of his operations and consulting work and the publication. And, we were just really having a similar conversation at the same time. I was having the conversation on Twitter. Some kind of influential people who are able to respond to that call to action or that request from a loud enough voice, was clued into that. And a couple meetings later, Thomas and I were in the same room looking at each other like, let's do this together. Let's really
make it
this
work.
happen, and like knowing each other as colleagues and peers and respecting each other's work. And it was just like super complimentary. So we decided to like really make that happen.
It's good, man.
And when did you decide that you were going to allow people to have parties there? Because I know that wasn't probably like the idea going into it, was it?
Yeah.
No, we're a workspace and art gallery first. You know, like
Yeah.
Penn Avenue has like a 10-year history of so many art galleries, and we just wanted to present a gallery that also is just like really selling art and helping artists. We sell work for real. You know what I mean?
You've been very vocal, like you said, you're an agitator about things in the community, hip hop community, and Pittsburgh community. Would you like to speak on the current state of the Pittsburgh music scene? Because I know that's been kind of a topic going on around, especially with the unfortunate death of Jimmy Wapo. Where do you feel like the direction is, even adding him into it? Where do you feel like the direction of the music scene is right now? You feel like it's going up? Feel like it's going down? Where do you feel?
Man, I feel like it's going up. Like, I know a lot of different people who are practicing work. I'm inspired by a lot of young people I know that are making new work, new hip hop. You know, a lot of my former students are making work and making hip hop. Like the passing of Jimmy Wapo is an absolute tragedy. You know, it's an absolute tragedy for this region. It's an absolute tragedy for the city, for the culture. You know, it's just like, you know, what are we doing to really protect each other, to really be in communication with each other about certain things or certain issues? Or, you know, are we being honest with each other about certain things or certain issues? You know, are we providing, you know, support for each other? And, you know, I think that's just like a lesson that can be learned out of a tragedy. You know, just like, how do we support each other? You know, not only when a tragedy happens, but also like in prevention of a tragedy as well.
So becoming an agitator, what's some of the things you got to do to become that?
Man, yo, agitation is what cleans your clothes. You feel me? It like washes, it makes things clean, it makes things clear. Like agitation is how you get to the answer. So it's just like, that's kind of a role I've taken, you know. And I mean, being a graffiti artist is like the only thing in hip hop that can get you arrested. Like it's the only thing that's illegal. So that's like agitation from the door.
Jump right out the gate.
Jump right out the gate. Like people don't realize that like that shit's illegal. So when you pick that thing up, it's like for real.
So you've already like basically took your own vow. Like, well, this is like what I want to be, who I am. Like this may be something I got to deal with.
Yeah, man. Like, but you just got to figure out ways how to get around that, how to do, you know, different contemporary projects to make sure you don't like get arrested. Don't be stupid, you know.
And how do you think it'll ever change to where it isn't, you know, you're having to run from?
No.
And why is that?
You got to navigate through the system because it's property. Like somebody going, you know, I know people who like will hit people's cribs. You feel me? Like that shit is serious. Like, you know, so it's just like some people are wild, some people have some respect, some people have some this or that. You know, I choose to approach it in a different way.
Yeah, man. I mean, we brought you here because your resume precedes itself, man. You know, and
Appreciate that.
Yeah. And you've worked very hard, and I feel like not necessarily a long time, but in a short period of time, you've been working very hard, and it's coming back right now, and it's great to see that, and you're able to give back and show people the way, and I believe you are one of the people in this city that we may have an outcry of more for
Here in the near future.
right. No, I just mean because like a lot of
yeah.
people always talk about being able to leave and pursue whatever it is they want to pursue because they think the city's holding them back, and with you, that's not necessarily the reason at all. You've been able to go places, see other things, but you've also been able to do it here as well.
Like bringing it back here too. So
DSKinsel,
at DSKinsel, Twitter, Instagram. Go follow him at Boom Concepts. Just stay tuned to them, man. Super big things coming. Thank you so much for coming.
Hey, this is DSKinsel, and you're tuned in to the Burgh Boys. Yeah, performance art school.